Welcome once again. We continue with our winning chess combinations, and now let's look at this interesting position here. White is just completed development. As you can see, the king is castled, all the minor pieces are developed, and on the other end, we have a quite awkward king on f8 for black. He didn't castle; he actually played king f8. I'm not sure for what reason, but we have some pieces not really looking nice for black. For example, this bishop here on b6. I'm not sure what it's really doing. And on the other end, all white's pieces are coordinating. So if the position is white to play and win, and here what gives away the answer is actually the queen on f6, which is standing in the same file as our rook here. So it means if we play our bishop, that will be a discovered attack. So here we take on e5. So it means he has to take with the queen, otherwise it's just losing to rook takes f6. So queen takes on e5, and here we just exchange queens, and now the pin becomes apparent that the f7 pawn is pinned here against the king. So bishop takes e6 simply wins a piece. So going back to the starting position here, we just have to find the features of the position, that the more important things. For example, like I mentioned, the king on f8, the queen standing in the same file as the rook. The next position here is also kind of interesting, that black has the king on g8, and the knight is pinned to the king, and black's pieces are not really coordinating as well. Also, for example, the rook on h6 here, I'm not sure whether it was his plan to go there or he took a pawn there, but it's not really working together with other pieces. And the position also shows us that we have to make something fast, because his knight is attacking the rook on g2, so we have to do something fast. One grandmaster once said, tactics require observation. You have to observe the features of the position. Here, the move that should come to mind firstly is just to annihilate his defense, is remove his best piece, which is the knight on f4, so as to open this deadly diagonal for the queen and bishop. So rook takes f4, he has to take, otherwise it's just losing material. Now after bishop to h8, you see that he cannot really stop mate on g7 here. He cannot really stop mate on g7, so because the knight is pinned, it cannot move, and anything he does will just play queen to g7. For example, if he plays maybe queen takes on e6, we just play queen g7 and it's getting mated. So going back here, the move rook takes f4 should just come naturally to you with more position. The more positions you solve, actually, the easier these moves suggest themselves to you. Now the final position we'll look at here is this position right here, where black is actually dominated by white's pieces. We have a rook on the 7th rank, the queen, and maybe the bishop can also join the attack. And here we can see that white has no pawn shelter on his king. So and also that the queen is standing in the same diagonal as the king, and we have a dark squared bishop. So we can work something around that. We have to include something around that. And also these two squares, the g7 and h7 squares are protected by both the bishop and the queen, so we can't really checkmate him on those two squares. However, we can win the queen easily with these moves: queen h6, queen h4 check. He cannot block with the bishop because we'll simply take, so he has to play king to g8. Now queen g3 check. Again, he cannot block with the queen or the bishop because we just take, so he has to go back to h8, and now we simply pin and win the queen. So this position is now clearly winning for white. And if we go back here, we'll see that the combination is really just based on the fact that black has no shelter, king shelter, and his king is not really safe, so we just take advantage of that and win the queen. So those were the nice combinations for the second chapter. See you in the next chapter. Thanks for watching.